Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some wild relationship stories for you. First up, we're talking about Alex and his power dynamic drama with his girlfriend. Our next post comes from a user called Tromps Tech Throwaway. Here's what he wrote. My girlfriend is amazing, but her sexual preferences are starting to physically hurt me. How do I talk about this without wrecking my relationship or my career? I'm 24, she's 24. We met through mutual friends at a party. She's gorgeous, and we clicked instantly because we both love tech. I'm a software developer, and her family owns a tech company, so we bonded over coding and gadgets. Later, at another party, I mentioned I was job hunting. She offered to refer me to her dad's company. I went through the interviews, landed the job, and honestly, the pay and perks are incredible. After I started, I took her out for dinner to thank her. We hit it off, and we've been together ever since. He continues, I was upfront about my life. I'm originally from the UK, moved to the US for my master's, and I didn't come from money like she did. She told me about her life too, including the fact that she's very dominant in bed. At first, I thought it was just playful stuff, but it turns out she's a deep into femdom. Spanking, cages, whips, plugs, you name it. And no, hopefully not a 9-yard long plug, because that would definitely be painful. At first, I was okay with it. Not my thing, but I didn't hate it either. But now it's physically painful and emotionally draining. I've realized I prefer more traditional, vanilla intimacy. Everything else about our relationship is perfect, but I'm terrified to say anything. She could literally fire me. My visa is tied to her family's company. What if she takes it badly, dumps me, and I lose my job? How do I talk about this without blowing everything up? Here's the thing, Alex. You kind of walked into a high-risk situation when you started dating your boss's daughter. Obviously, you couldn't have predicted this would lead to, well, cages and whips. But if you're dating someone with that much control over your life, there are risks. Now, on the actual issue, in the kink world, consent and care are everything. If she's really into this lifestyle, she should respect your boundaries. And if you're not sexually compatible, that's something you both need to acknowledge. At the end of the day, it comes down to communication. Talk to her honestly, because in any relationship, whether there's a cage key involved or not, communication is key. Next story. This one is from Red Bow Girl, and it's about hair, family, and some serious pressure. I'm 23. My boyfriend Ryan is 25. We've been together for 3 years, and honestly, everything's perfect. I see myself marrying him. His family lives far away, and he's not super close with them, except recently, he's been visiting more because his 13-year-old sister, Lily, has cancer and lost all her hair. Naturally, he's devastated. I've visited her too, and she's an absolute sweetheart. Last week, Ryan's mom invited us over. When we arrived, she brought out scissors and clippers. Apparently, the whole family was shaving their heads to support Lily. My job? I'm a model. My long auburn hair is literally my livelihood. So, I politely declined and explained it would ruin my career. I don't have a backup plan. Modeling is my only income. Ryan exploded, saying this is more important. I get it. Emotionally? Yes. But I can't just throw away my career. His mom got angry, called me vain, and told Lily that I refused because I care about my looks. I apologized to Lily, but it was awful. Since then, Ryan's barely spoken to me. He says he needs to think about whether he wants to stay in this relationship. I offered to run a marathon, raise money, anything, but he won't listen. He keeps saying, "How can you put vanity over my sister? Did I do the wrong thing?" This is heartbreaking because you're being asked to give up your income for a symbolic gesture they didn't even warn you about. Supporting Lily is important, but there are so many other ways to show solidarity. Honestly, the reaction is way over the line. Next post is even more of a roller coaster. I'm 36, and I just became a dad and a granddad at the same time, and it's destroying my marriage. When I was 20, I had a toxic relationship. She got pregnant, we moved in, and it was hell. Then she told me the baby wasn't mine, and I left. Fast forward 16 years. Turns out, the baby was mine. A teenage girl reached out to me 7 months ago, claiming I'm her father. I didn't believe her until we did a paternity test. She's mine. And she was pregnant too. Her mom kicked her out, so she moved in with me and my wife 5 months ago. Now, my grandson is 3 months old. Overnight, I went from a quiet life to chaos, diapers, midnight feedings, and emotional storms. My wife is supportive, but I can feel her resenting me. She denies it, but it's there. We never planned for this, and I'm terrified I'm losing her. I love her, my daughter, and my grandson, but I feel like I'm failing everyone. What do I do? The truth? Therapy? Family therapy? Individual therapy? Because this is huge. And honestly, as harsh as it sounds, your wife didn't sign up for this. She might not be able to handle it long term. I hope it works out, but you need professional help, fast. And last story, betrayal on a whole new level. I'm 27, my wife is 30, and I just found out her family was behind a vicious cyberbullying campaign against me, and she knew for years. We've been together 7 years, married 5, with a 2-year-old. Her family never liked me, but I didn't realize how bad it was. Before our wedding, someone started harassing me online. Fake reviews, nasty posts, attacks that hurt my business and mental health. I never found out who it was. Then it stopped. Years later, my wife confessed her family did it. I didn't believe her until she showed me proof from their group chat. They were laughing about it, calling it an initiation. She says she found out months before the wedding, made them stop, and stayed quiet to protect relationships. I feel sick. I opened up to her about how much that bullying hurt me, while she knew the truth. Now I don't know if I can ever trust her again. Look, her family? Awful. But the bigger issue is your wife. She hid something huge for years and only told you because someone else threatened to. That's not transparency. That's damage control. Honestly, I'd call this a deal breaker. If you like these stories, make sure you hit subscribe. I post new Reddit relationship videos every single day.